Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on February 22, 2023. Georgia grand jury recommended multiple charges in election probe. The Independent, jury in Georgia Trump inquiry recommended multiple indictments, forewoman says. The New York Times, it's not a short list, grand jury recommended multiple charges in Trump Georgia probe, foreperson reveals. The Independent, petty politics cannot dictate whether to charge Trump with a crime. The Hill, opinion, what Ford's pardon of Nixon means, and doesn't mean, for Trump. Dublin Airport, flights suspended for 30 minutes after drone sightings. Kenya to investigate sex for work exposed in BBC Tea documentary. BBC, true cost of RT, sexual abuse for Kenya tea farms Doncaster. BBC, tea plantations supplying supermarkets accused of sexual exploitation. The Telegraph, BBC uncovers sexual abuse on Kenyan tea plantations. Voice of America, VOA News, sexual exploitation rife at tea plantations supplying British supermarkets. Dom Phillips and Bruno Pereira remembered in Rio as Carnival emerges from Bolsonaro era. The Guardian, Brazil's Carnival celebrations are back after a pandemic hiatus. The Washington Post, in photos, Brazil's Carnival is back in full force. Axios, dogs in costumes take over at Rio Carnival street party. Hindustan Times, the day in pictures, in images, the Carnival parades at Marques de Sapucaí Sambadrome in Rio de Janeiro. Florida alligator attack. Woman, 85, killed while walking dog near canal. Sky News, elderly woman, 85, is killed by 10 feet alligator as she tried to save her dog from its jaws in Florida. Daily Mail, alligator kills woman walking her dog in Florida retirement community. The Independent, Florida, alligator kills elderly woman trying to save her dog. Metro.co.uk, Gran, 85, dies after being dragged into pond by alligator while trying to save her dog. Death toll from latest earthquakes in Turkey reaches 8. The Guardian, will the Turkish earthquakes affect how the country is governed? The Conversation Indonesia, 2 weeks after the Turkey-Syria earthquakes, a photo essay. The Guardian, why Turkey's earthquake is a grim wake-up call for the Middle East. Middle East Eye, Turkey will take years to recover from the earthquake. The world must help. Ohio train derailment. Live, Trump to visit site as criminal referral against Norfolk Southern announced. The Independent, Ohio train derailment, Norfolk Southern ordered to pay for cleanup costs. BBC, health clinic to open for Ohio residents hit by toxic train derailment. BBC, I went home to report on the Ohio train derailment, and what I found was a deep, and justifiable, distrust. The Independent, what the Biden administration has, and hasn't, done in response to the Ohio train derailment. Alex Murdaugh trial, live, ballistics expert says Murdaugh too tall to be shooter as Sunbuster takes stand. The Independent, secret of their eyes, moment Buster Murdaugh locks eyes with his dad as he takes stand to defend him. Daily Mail, surviving son defends dad Alex Murdaugh who killed wife, other son. Metro.co.uk, Alex Murdaugh trial viewers shocked as defense lawyer makes tempting joke while pointing gun at prosecution. The Independent, Alex Murdaugh murder trial, prosecution ridicules animated crime scene created by expert. Brazil landslides, dozens missing, feared buried in mud. BBC, rescuers in southeastern Brazil scramble to find survivors after floods. France 24 English, death toll from flooding in Brazil rises to 44. Al Jazeera English, death toll from Brazil downpours rises to 46, more rain forecast. Reuters Canada, Brazil deluge toll hits 44 as search continues for missing. Toxic influencer Andrew Tate to spend another 30 days behind bars. The Independent, Romanian court extends Andrew Tate detention by 30 days. The Guardian, Andrew Tate, self-proclaimed misogynist influences detention in Romania extended for another 30 days. Sky News, Romanian court keeps Andrew Tate and brother in custody. DW, English, Andrew Tate has detention extended for third time. Malcolm X's family to sue FBI, CIA and NYC police over his assassination. Sky News, Malcolm X's family plan to sue FBI, CIA, NYPD for his death. BBC, daughter of Malcolm X to sue agencies for alleged role in slaying. Al Jazeera English, Malcolm X family announces $100 million suit in slain leader's assassination. USA Today, Malcolm X's daughter to sue CIA and FBI for wrongful death. China foreign minister warns against fueling the fire over Ukraine conflict. The Guardian, China says it's seeking role in Ukraine peace settlement. Voice of America, VOA News, China blames US for escalating war in Ukraine by pouring weapons into battlefield. The Telegraph, Xi, Modi and peace in Ukraine. The Indian Express, as the Ukraine war drags on, China is growing uneasy. Russians in Putin's chokehold turn a blind eye to war. BBC, is Putin winning the battle for the hearts and minds of ordinary Russians? ITV News. ITV News, Inside Russia, Traitors and Heroes, Review, a revealing portrait of a country silenced by fear. Australia has taken out hive of spies, security chief says. Royal Navy F-35 pilot tells of ejecting seconds before crash. Boss of Wagner mercenary group accuses Russian army chiefs of treason. The Guardian, Ukraine war news, live, Wagner group owner blasts treason, despite Putin ties. The Independent, Russia's military brass accused of treason by Wagner chief. Al Jazeera English, how Wagner group is using pop culture to recruit new Russian fighters. The Wall Street Journal, Ukraine war news, live, Biden gives speech in Poland after Putin pulls out of nuclear treaty. Winds lash Madagascar's coast as Cyclone Freddy makes landfall. BBC, Cyclone Freddy's battering winds make landfall in Madagascar. The Independent, Madagascar residents brace for Cyclone Freddy. Africa News English, cyclones in southern Africa, 5 essential reads. The Conversation, Cyclone Freddy, Mauritius and Madagascar brace for floods and destructive winds. Genaro Garcia Luna, former drug cartel fighting security minister convicted of taking bribes in Mexico. Sky News, Mexico's ex-security minister Genaro Garcia Luna convicted of drug trafficking. BBC, Mexico's ex-security minister Genaro Garcia Luna convicted of drug trafficking. BBC, Mexico's former drug czar Genaro Garcia Luna convicted for aiding El Chapo cartel. The Guardian, Mexican police chief took millions in cartel bribes. What is the New START nuclear treaty and what are the risks of Russia suspending it? The Guardian, Putin promotes Russian escalation in annual speech. BBC, Vladimir Putin blames West for starting war in Ukraine as he suspends participation in key nuclear treaty. Sky News, Factbox, what is the New START nuclear arms treaty? Reuters, Opinion, Biden versus Putin over the war in Ukraine. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.